Massive U.S. airstrikes devastate Houthi forces in Yemen. In one of the most significant escalations in the ongoing Middle East conflict, the United States has launched its most intense airstrikes yet against Houthi targets in Yemen. The air campaign, conducted over the span of 2 days, resulted in hundreds of casualties and the destruction of key Houthi infrastructure, marking a turning point in U.S. military involvement in the region. Unprecedented military action. According to Pentagon sources, the strikes were launched in response to increasing Houthi aggression in the Red Sea and surrounding regions, where the group has threatened international shipping routes and targeted U.S. allies. The airstrikes were executed using a combination of fighter jets, drones, and cruise missiles, targeting weapon depots, radar systems, communication centers, and command posts. This was a carefully coordinated operation designed to neutralize the Houthi threat and send a clear message that the United States will not tolerate attacks against its interests or its partners in the region, said a senior defense official. Casualties and damage. Early reports from local media and humanitarian organizations estimate that over 300 individuals were killed or injured in the strikes, including both Houthi militants and civilians caught in the crossfire. The bombings flattened military facilities near Sana'a, Sada, and Al-Hudaydah, and also disrupted power and communications across several regions of northern Yemen. Eyewitnesses described scenes of chaos and devastation. It was like an earthquake. The ground shook for minutes, and we saw fireballs rising into the sky, said a resident of Sada, one of the main Houthi strongholds. U.S. justification and strategic objectives. The Biden administration justified the strikes by pointing to recent Houthi attacks on commercial vessels and threats to international maritime security. U.S. officials argue that the Houthis, backed by Iran, have become increasingly emboldened and pose a broader threat to regional stability. This is not about war. It's about restoring deterrence, said National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. The Houthis have crossed multiple red lines, and the United States has both the responsibility and the right to respond decisively. Regional and global reactions. The airstrikes have sparked mixed reactions globally. Some of America's traditional allies, including the United Kingdom, Israel, and Saudi Arabia, have expressed support for the move, calling it a necessary step to contain Iranian influence in the region. Saudi officials, in particular, welcome the strikes as a sign of renewed U.S. commitment to regional security. However, other countries and international organizations have voiced concern over the scale and